Chapter 13. Forever Free. "Stop at once!" yelled the soldier. Climbing upward, I looked down behind me. He shook the rope, but I swung onto the open doorway. My hands pulled my body into the dark staircase, heading down, where I found the two cats waiting on the top step. The black cat disappeared when it turned to run down the staircase. But the other cat, the one with the flame between her eyes, she stared at me with her left eye closed. "Give me a torch, I'm going up," yelled the soldier. Her eye, only one eye was looking back at me. Pinching her left eye shut, I stared into her green iris and I could feel her sending me a message. Focused on her eye, I could hear a beat flowing into me where a rhythm began pounding in my tender heart. "Let's go," I whispered to Mowgli's cat, but still the feline with the orange flame between her eyes did not move. Perched up like a royal guardian, this was as far as she would go, and so the brave feline stood her ground while the soldier climbed higher. The light from the torch illuminated her shadow upon the dark wall, and now this tiny cat had a shadow growing into a fierce tigress. "Come on," I whispered. The cat wouldn't move, and only her right eye was looking back. Mowgli had lost his left eye. Together they were in some sort of pact. She was the guardian of the one-eyed Jack. Taking one last look down the entry out into the forest, the guard climbed higher, and so I walked down the steps as the soldier carried up the fire. The cat remained still as a stone. Her giant shadow began to soar. The silhouette of a royal tigress opened its jaw when I heard this empress roar. Who was this mysterious cat? A protector of a hidden land. Now the soldier grabbed hold of the top step when the cat bit the man's hand. Blood dripped down the steps as the cat began to claw his face before his hands gave up as they tumbled back into the land. I picked up the torch and noticed the blood that was spilled on the very top step. Turning to look downward, the staircase appeared to have no end. It was all concealed by darkness. The black cat came to my side. Then a moment later, all the stairs rotated 45 degrees, and the staircase turned into a giant slide. An ancient gear had turned, and the pyramid rumbled as we fell down the chute. Waiting to be thrown back into the woods, this path did not end, but rather it went deeper and deeper. Sliding away, the black cat was beside me when the glowing torch tumbled ahead of us to light the way. The dim daylight disappeared up above. With nothing to hold on to, I angled my legs as if I could collide with the base at any moment, but the end never came. I tried to peer down, but there was no sight of anything. Heavy air flew up from the bottom as if the abyss gasped for a breath of its own. The air became so thick and dense, while a pungent scent sped up from the bottom. Soon the orange ember on the torch tumbled and died away. Now the darkness swallowed all the hope I had left. Waiting for the end, it never came. What felt like an hour turned into a day. Soon it seemed as if even days had passed. The chute never stopped. It went on endlessly, and it would be impossible to go back to the surface. It was pure emptiness, until I saw something far off in the distance. A mellow green light, much like the cat's one eye, began to glow like a heartbeat. The incline eased, and the chute was much more gentle. I tried to stop my body, but I couldn't manage to be still on the slope. Piercing eyes had found us as a mysterious creature hung from the ceiling. I saw the green scales shimmering on her body. Energy was beating from her heart. A powerful source of light was glowing in her chest. Terrified she may devour me, she reached down to scoop up the black cat's body.
"Do you want the cat?"
she asked. She was half human, with at least 6 arms. "Can you save me?" I begged. She looked at me puzzled.
"You sure you don't want the cat?"
she asked. I passed underneath her when the mala glowed just like the green energy of her heartbeat. The beads pulsated, almost strangling me as they reached back toward her. She was a powerful creature indeed, and all I could do was look back as she held the black cat in her arms.
"But about the cat?"
She paused.
"I'll save it for you later."
The green glow disappeared while I slid deeper into the darkness as I picked up speed. The only sound left was my panicked breath beside the torch that tumbled next to me. The musky scent grew stronger once the tunnel began to warp and bend. I covered my head as I bounced back and forth while water trickled over the surface of the smooth stone. A layer of liquid soaked into my clothes when a forceful hum began to resonate from what I thought might be the bottom. Moss had built up along the edges of the walls, and I even managed to stop myself a few times, but there was no use because I couldn't make it back up. Down was the only way, and as I went deeper, the chute began to flatten when the heat became immense. So hot and humid, I had trouble with my breath. My lungs begged for air, but I was heading into a sauna at the center of the earth. I'd gone so deep that I was starting to think I was damned. After some time, all I could think about was the cat who stayed back. It was so dark, and I felt that I was consumed by the inner world of one pupil. And the deeper my mind slipped, the more I thought about the cat's gaze. One eye was looking back, just like a Mowgli. I could hear the message she was trying to send me all along. And so it went.
Hey, remember me, when the sun comes up in the morning sky. There I will be, soaring with the eagle so high, feeling free. Remember me, down the road, hand in hand, you and me. Hey-oh, hey-oh, hey-oh. Hello, hey, hey, hey-oh, 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 hey, hey-oh, hey-oh, hey-oh. Remember me, when the sun comes up in the morning sky. There I will be, soaring with the eagle so high, feeling free. Remember me, down the road, hand in hand, you and me. Hey-oh. Remember me, when the sun comes up in the morning sky. There I will be, soaring with the eagle so high, feeling free. Remember me, down the road, hand in hand, you and me. Hey-oh, hey-oh, hey-oh. Hey-oh, hey. Hey-oh, 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 hey. Hey-oh, 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 hey. Hey-oh, hey. Hey-oh, hey-oh, hey. Remember me, when the the sun comes up in the morning sky, there I will be, there I will be, soaring with the eagle so high, feeling free. Remember me, down the road, hand in hand, you and me. Hi, away, away, yo.